Hey everyone, so you know that derivative of an exponential function is again the exponential function. But do you know any other function whose derivative when you take you again get the same function? Well, let's try to prove it. So instead of giving you the answer directly, let's try to prove or let's try to find which are other function which when you take the derivative you again get the same function. Okay, so what do we have? We have that f dash of x is equal to f of x. This is what we have. Okay, now if you observe, okay, so now let's divide your f of x on both sides. So what I will do is I'm going to give you two proof. So let's see the first very standard proof that usually people know, but here they avoid they miss actually a very small point which is important to note, and that point is over here in the second step. So here what people usually do is they divide by f of x, but then for here we have to make sure that your function should be non-zero for all x belongs to any interval. Okay, so let's assume this. So once we divide this, so what you do is you integrate both sides with respect to x. So what do you have? You have f dash of x upon f of x dx is equal to integration 1 dx. But what is this? Whenever you have the derivative of denominator in the numerator, your integration is nothing but ln of f of x. And what is this? This is x plus c. And what is this? When you take exponential on both sides, you have f of x is nothing but e raised to x plus c. And again by law of indices, you know that this is e raised to x into e raised to c, and you call e raised to c as some constant. So you have k into e raised to x. So thus if you have a non-zero function such that its derivative is equal to the same function, then that function has to be a scalar multiple of the exponential function. Okay, and you can verify, you take the derivative of k into e raised to x, you again get k into e raised to x. For a non-zero function, there is no other function that satisfies this property. But now one can ask, what if function is 0 at one point? Then obviously this proof doesn't work. Then how do we take care of that case? So actually this is true for any function actually, but then obviously the above proof will not work. So let's try to prove this in a different way. So what you do is let's take the derivative of f of x into e raised to minus x. Let's try to do this. Then we know that by product rule it is f of x into what is derivative of e raised to minus x? It is minus e raised to minus x plus e raised to minus x into f dash of x. Correct? So what is this? This is nothing but your minus f of x into e raised to minus x plus e raised to minus x. But what is your f dash of x? We are assuming that it is equal to f of x. But now if you observe, this is nothing but plus and minus, which is nothing but 0. So, and now see here there is no ratio. So therefore this is true for all x. So since this is true for all x, when we do the integration, what do we get? After integrating, we get f of x into e raised to minus x equal to some constant k. So this implies that your f of x is nothing but k into e raised to x. So the second proof is a much more a nicer proof as compared to the first proof, because in first proof you are dividing by something, then you have to take care of the zero case, but here you are not required to take care of the zero case. So thus answer is, you take any scalar multiple of exponential function, then its derivative will again be the same function, and there does not exist any other function in the world whose derivative when you take you get the same function, unless and until it is of this type over here at the bottom. Okay, so now before ending this lecture, I just wanted to ask a question. What can you say about integration? Okay, so for which function your f of x will be same as integration of f of x? So think over it and you can ask me, or you can post the answer in the comment section. So I hope you got the proof of this fact very easily. If yes, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.